Oh God. My back. Now for real though, my back is kind of killing me. It was like the other day I just slept weird and woke up and my neck was so messed up I could barely like turn my head or anything. Like, oh God. Then I went to yoga, and during yoga, like my neck completely healed itself, but I guess all the tension was just transferred to my lower back, because now it's like my lower back is like, oh man. But anyway, honestly, really did not feel like making a video today, because I didn't have a ton to talk about, or at least not a specific topic, but at the same time, it's like this is another perfect time to do it anyway. So I figured make a video anyway, and my back is killing me, but I'm gonna do a workout anyway. It's a pretty minimalistic gym here. We got kind of, I don't even know, Movi Fit is like the brand of this thing. It's kind of like home gym type stuff, which I don't love, but you can always get the job done. There's not a pull-up bar, which that's what I wish I had, but I do have this Roman chair thing, so that'll be nice. I think I'm mostly just gonna do some abs, and I wanted to do legs, but my back is kind of sore and my legs are actually sore from yoga. So it's a good excuse to just skip leg day like always. Now for real though, actually I'm gonna do some light squats, and I think it actually is gonna help my back somehow by just being mobile, basically. And I also really wanted to do a sauna today, but the sauna is closed, so that's a bummer. But still, free gym, and in a new place here. I'll show you that in a minute. Just feels nice to kind of settle in a bit, and yeah, be able to cook some of my own meals for once. So we'll see what we can get for groceries later. And yeah, that's basically it, man. Now let's get at it. Oh yeah, that feels painful. You can see that I got my professional workout shoes on, the old Birkenstocks. And you know, I think sometimes I get a lot of judgment for just wearing Birkenstocks all the time. Like I went on a tour in the jungle to check out these coffee farms, or a coffee farm and a chocolate factory, because obviously cacao grows there. And they're like, make sure you wear closed shoes or whatever. Of course I missed that part in the instructions. So like I show up and literally everyone is wearing hiking boots and like long pants and everything, and I'm just wearing shorts and a t-shirt and my Birkenstocks. So I'm like, all right, let's do this, guys. But honestly, like, you know, if the indigenous people, for example, they used to only wear sandals, and a lot of them still do. And I mean, Jesus, that's all he wore was sandals, and he walked everywhere he went, you know, hiked up mountains. And I figure if those guys can do it, then why can't I, you know? And they haven't let me down yet, other than one time when I tripped on some stairs and kind of ripped my toe open, but that was probably just my fault. I should have been more careful. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, we'll just do some easy leg stuff because it's better than not doing legs at all, I say. And yeah, I really don't want to stress my back so much. So this is just how we're gonna do it. And then we can just pretend that we're doing legs. Nah, this isn't even heavy enough to curl. Oh, but you don't really need a ton of weight for legs sometimes if you're just gonna do lots of reps, which is kind of more valuable for me at this point to have more endurance. I don't need to also load my spine up with a ton of weight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, walking lunges are probably my favorite leg exercise because it doesn't take a ton of weight to really get a good burn. Because you're only loading one leg at a time. Oh, whew. And then you can really like explode out of the lunge to push yourself a bit more, but yeah. Oh man. Yeah, and higher reps is also the goal, just to loosen up more and get body heat up a bit more too. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yikes. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent spot. There's a barbecue place out there, and there's actually a pretty sweet outdoor pool just up those stairs there. But it's not open today. And I don't want to go out there right now because, as you can see, it's wet. It's pouring rain. But yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's actually like the first day it's properly rained since I've been in Bogotá, so actually kind of lucky, I guess, because apparently it rains a lot. And yeah, like 2 days ago it was actually super sunny and beautiful. And it's been kind of like on and off cloudy and sunny, and there was a couple little like short bursts of rain, but no real rain yet, so yeah, this is totally okay. Well, I was gonna try to actually like use the leg extension on this thing and maybe something else, but the cables kind of are all messed up and they keep like falling off the pulleys. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like these machines. Are kind of crap, honestly. Like, let's see if this one even works. I mean, it sort of works, I guess. But yeah, and then look, like the cable just doesn't return very well. Not to mention, there's actually like no pins for the weight stack, so kind of actually useless. Yeah, anyway, slightly unfortunate, but just means that I'm gonna have to settle for basically calisthenics and free weights, which could be worse. I mean, it's nice to have some dumbbells, but all we got is like 10 or 5 to 20, and then randomly just some 50 pounds. So I guess I can utilize those 50-pound dumbbells. Oh man, this bench is kind of sketchy for some reason. Hopefully I don't fall and kill myself. But anyway, I'm gonna try and do some pullovers. Yeah. Kind of sitting in an awkward spot here. I'm kind of wanting to be somewhat careful with my neck and stuff, but it's not too crazy heavy or anything. Okay. It's kind of funny, like usually in gyms too, they're like, you can't wear sandals because you have to protect your feet. But I mean, like what are you protecting your feet from? Like if you drop a weight on your foot, unless you have like steel toe boots or something, it's really not gonna help. Like just because you have running shoes on, like you're still gonna break your foot, man. So I think better than wearing like closed toe shoes or whatever is just be careful and just don't drop anything on your foot. Simple. This is honestly just another good example though of using what you got. Like I made that workout video in the park and it's like, yeah, really didn't need much to get a good workout, just pull-up bar and the ground. And so in this case, it's like we're not much better off, to be honest. And it's less than optimal, but you know what's even less optimal than actually just working out is just making excuses and just not trying. So instead we're gonna use what we got, and today we got some 50-pound dumbbells. So let's put them up. Oh god, this bench is like not great. Yeah, I mean, maybe instead of like 8 to 10 reps, you got to do like 10 to 20. But if you still do it with some intensity, you're still going to get some good benefit. And I mean, I'm not training specifically for strength. I don't know why the gimbal's going all crazy, but so yeah, that's basically good enough. Still just go till failure, even if it is a few more reps. It's whatever. And the main goal for me is just like at least keep on working out so you can maintain. Like, don't want to lose the fitness level that I'm at. But honestly, with like the regime that I've been doing and usually the amount of intensity that I actually do my workouts with, it's like I actually been making a little bit of gains, and also like these past days just being a little bit more strict with my diet and drinking way less beer and yeah, just trying to see like what kind of shape that I can basically get into. And that's the whole point, you know, is just push yourself. And especially though if you're just starting out and stuff, you don't need to go crazy and you don't need to have super high expectations for yourself. Like literally just go out, get your heart rate up, sweat some, push yourself like physically and mentally. You're doing way better than most people out there. So that's really all it's about. The only kind of crappy thing I'm realizing though is there's not really anything like practical that I can do for biceps. Like, because normally I would just do pull-ups or chin-ups, but like they don't have a chin-up bar and the machines don't work. So yeah, and then the dumbbells is kind of like impractical too because oh look, I'm just looking in this locker here, some random components. I wonder if there's pins in here. But anyway, like 20-pound dumbbells are a little bit too light and 50 pounds a little bit too heavy. Yeah, I don't really see anything in here anyway. So, oh man. This gimbal's not liking me today. But yeah, so gonna have to skip the biceps, I guess. That's unfortunate. Or I guess I can just do the elliptical machine and like just do arms. Well, I actually tried out the elliptical machines and they're like grindy. I mean, this gym obviously just needs some maintenance. Apparently people don't work out here enough, so I'll give them a reason to fix it. I'm just gonna use this place as much as possible. For now, I'm just gonna settle for some abs and probably just like hang here like this for a while because it feels good on the back. Just decompress a bit. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, so anyway. Close one. Sometimes you trip, you know? Sometimes you fall. Sometimes you don't, you just trip. I realized one thing I can do with those really light dumbbells is some shoulder stuff. So I just did some lateral raises and did a couple more sets of abs. Called it good. Now, just show you the place here, because why not? It's like pretty cozy. Just a little studio sort of apartment, but you know, when you've been traveling for a while, it makes a huge difference to have a private bathroom and a proper bed. Excuse the mess, but I was just organizing. Actually, it can only get so messy. I don't have so much stuff. But anyway, time for a hot shower. And then then I'm gonna go try and find some food and maybe cook something decent. See what we can come up with. Yeah, so this place costs like, I don't know, about 40 bucks Canadian per night. So a lot cheaper than the hotel, and pretty solid deal. Especially, I mean, I've got my own kitchen, so it's even better. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go make a stew, because I made that stew when I was in Cartagena, and it was actually pretty awesome. It's like so easy and simple to make a good stew. So yeah, I'm gonna go out and try and find some nice ingredients and get that together. But yeah, it's just a great feeling to have my own kind of place here in Bogotá for some days and play my own music, not really care. It's like a funny thing about music though, like in YouTube videos, if you play like really popular songs, then almost always you'll get like a copyright flag. Like it's not going to be taken down usually, but like you'll just have like limitations, and if it ever was to be monetized, for example, then the record companies would take the money, which is kind of ridiculous, because I mean, yeah, the record companies own it, but I mean, it's bullshit, because like as someone who's also creative and I believe in like intellectual property, it's like a shame that record companies have rights over music, because those people generally aren't creative and it's not their music, they didn't make it, and so it's kind of dumb. But the point is too, is like if I play music like this, like kind of lesser known bands, especially like metal bands, then a lot of the time it doesn't get flagged or anything. It depends on the length of the clip and all that, but and how loud it is, I guess. But like some bands I play and it's like I'm literally using the song for the video, and it's just not like a big record company that owns it, so nothing happens. It's just kind of pretty much dumb. Anyway, not much of a view that I have here, just of other apartments pretty much in the sky. Which is okay, because the rooftop terrace actually has a pretty sweet view. And anyway, let's go find some food. Alright, we made it. Survived the dangerous streets of Colombia, Bogotá. Actually, no, not really. Luckily, like, here's really not what I would consider overly dangerous. Honestly, just feels a lot like a regular city. Like, it feels safer than walking the streets of Toronto, to be fair. But I don't think Toronto's that great of a city, so anyway. Not a great comparison, but no, it's nice to go for a walk and get some groceries, actually. Alright, I think we got everything we need here to make a nice stew. Baguette. Some snacks, just in case. These Tardito chips. Not bad. It's kind of like what we have like Munchies in Canada. Doritos, cheesies, but instead of Sun chips, it's got these like regular Lay's kind of chips, and then these I don't know, like bacon flavored pieces. Anyway, they're not bad. Definitely not as good as the Munchies, but good enough. Got some tomato, and we got some potato. Butter, because that's super important. Can of chili for another day. Onion, red. Orange juice, because yum. And some Argentinian sausage. It's like beef and pork sausage, so should be alright. Normally I like to add hot peppers, but they didn't have any, so instead I got some hot sauce. Add some flavor to the soup. And for the broth, got some beer. Non-alcoholic beer, because I'm not really drinking right now, so it's the way to go. And it's still going to give some nice flavor, and I still can drink a little bit of beer. So right on. So let's get started by cracking the beer here. I've actually never tried this is the Paulana non-alcoholic. And let's see how it tastes anyway. So I'm thirsty. I got my own beer mug, you know. Got to travel with your own beer mug. It's very important. Valkyria, see? It's got it from a bar. It's a bit of a story how I got it. So it's like the only souvenir I have. It's a cool thing for me. It's always useful to have a beer mug because I don't like drinking from cans and bottles and that. And yeah, it's a bit of a souvenir. So got the pot. Let's get started. Oh, let's see. How does this stove work? Just like that. Okay. First thing, let's melt some butter. Very important. Much preferred over oil, because I mean, I don't know, oil's like, nah, and it's way better flavor for like soup and that. Vegetable oil, bleh. You say a lot of bad things about vegetable oil, other than like olive oil, I guess, which I quite like, but it's kind of expensive and impractical, so I'm not going to get that. Yeah, it's actually a pretty tasty beer. It has like that slight bit of non-alcoholic taste still, but overall, pretty tasty. Surprisingly like sweet. It's not bad. I'll take it over a soda. Yeah, right away we'll get the sausages going once this butter melts down, and then we'll throw in the onion and tomatoes, and they'll make kind of like a base. And they'll like totally melt down into like a broth. Add the beer. Then yeah, add the potatoes later. It's gonna be pretty nice, I think. I don't know why I always have to get so sad when I cut these onions. Like, how do we want to cut them? You know what? Let's just cut them into strips. I don't mind a little bit of chunky onions in the soup. It's nice like that. Yeah, like that. That's perfect. Ah, damn. Oh, you know it's a strong onion when you just start really crying, you know? Feel so bad for this onion, apparently. At least my eyes seem to think so. Are they the best tomatoes? Probably not, but it's definitely good enough for a soup. God, those onions are painful, man. Yeah, tomato, I kind of want to dice them a little bit, you know? But you can still have them a little bit chunky. Like that, pretty much they'll be perfect. Yeah, something like that anyway. You know, you don't really have to be a professional at cutting stuff when you're not in a rush. It's not a big deal. We just take our time here. And yeah. Anyway, the butter's melted down, so I can throw the sausage in there, I guess. Just like that. There we go. You know, these induction stoves kind of suck, I think, but I don't know. It's taken a long time to heat up, so it's probably going to take a while, but that's okay. We got patience. Luckily, we got the snacks. So that's the important thing, is now I at least can have a snack while I wait for this very slow-ass stove. Anyway, finally getting somewhere now. The sausage is getting cooked. It only took about half an hour to warm up. Alright, yeah, so the sausage is like cooked enough that we can chop it up now. So we'll go ahead and take it out. And in the meantime,
we'll throw in those vegetables.
Well, finally can hear some sizzling going on.
Yeah. See, already we got a bit of a like base going on here with the butter and the sausage grease. The tomato juice. So yeah, we'll just let all this cook for some minutes. In the meantime, cut up the sausage.
So I was debating if I should like add some salt, like even just a pinch of salt to this thing I got cooking right now, but honestly, I don't really see the point because I think with like the sausage and then when I add the hot sauce later, then I think it'll be salty enough, honestly. So I like to kind of make these stews sort of like in a traditional way, you know, like it reminds me of this time I went to stay with my friend in Germany, and he actually has like Albanian heritage, so he made me this Albanian sausage stew, and it was like honestly so delicious, and it was just so simple, like the way we made it. It was literally like beans, sausage, I can't remember, I think he might have added potatoes, and yeah, that was basically it. It was just like beans, sausage, and potatoes, and just from like all the spice and the saltiness of the sausage, the stew base had like such nice flavor. So, and that's like a traditional meal he was telling me, like that they would make in Albania that he would eat growing up, for example. So I like to do that, kind of make these like simple meals like this where you're not really depending on like a ton of spices and fancy ingredients. You just kind of, just like in the old days, so to speak, you just had to work with what you had, right? So it's fun to just make whatever you got. And anyway, so just chopping up my potatoes here, and try to make it somewhat even, I guess, but it's not a big deal. Some are harder and some cook down or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's probably a pretty good amount, honestly.
Yeah, so that's starting to look like a proper stew, I'd say. It's starting to kind of become a bit of a paste. So I think I'll add the sausage back in there now. Just let that kind of cook together for a couple minutes. Alright, I think now we're actually going to throw some hot sauce in. It's like just some regular red pepper sauce. It was just cheap and nice and small, so shouldn't have to go to waste. Put like a decent amount in, you know? I like some spice. And we can always add more later to taste, so that's good. Now we'll stir that in. Alright, I was kind of debating if I should add the beer and let this boil a bit first, but I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll just add the potatoes, and then right away I'll throw in the beer. And yeah, now we'll just let it stew. And once the potatoes are nice and soft, we'll call it good. Alright, potatoes are nice and soft now. Took quite a while, like, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes of stewing or so. And which really isn't super long for a stew, but yeah, I got some nice sort of thick broth and nice and soft. Everything's tender. Let's dish it out. There we have it. Kind of wish I had some type of like garnish for it. Like, I don't know, anything parsley or probably cheese I think would have been nice, but Good enough, honestly. I think it's going to be decent. Let's give it a try. See how this goes. Yeah, not bad. I ended up putting even more hot sauce in because I wanted it more spicy, so. Yeah, that sausage is nice, actually. Potatoes are nice and soft, and I like it nice and chunky like this. Like, see big chunks of onion here. Yeah. I mean, pretty solid stew. All right. Now, I'm just going to enjoy it, if you don't mind.